Good morning, good morning, good morning. There we go. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Celeste and Silver Cord here. And coming at you with some morning messages and whatnots of going on today. The energies, if you need a reading or anything else like that, the links are below. If you would like to join us for more in our Facebook group, the Coven, the Silver Cord, those links are also below. Just go ahead and check them out. Always, if you enjoy the videos, please like, share, subscribe, spank my bell. And yeah, let's get into the energies that'll be at play today, or what messages the universe thinks that we need to hear today. Now so far I got Colorless Angel. And is this me? Well, I think that's a lot that people have been asking themselves lately. Everybody's trying to figure out who they are right now. And I'm sure a great many of you are feeling a little lackluster. It's been some heavy waves, man. Some heavy energy waves. And what is that? Oh, it's my bookshelf in the mirror. I was like, what the hell is on my wall? It's funny how the light changes things around. I know, I pay way too much attention to the screen. All that's going on is teaching everybody strength right now. You know. Keep saying that. I keep talking about, all the stuff that I went through all through 2017. Well, most of it started in 2018. But I don't know. Actually, I think I checked on it, and the date that I made this channel was in September 2017. I created the channel in September, but I didn't start really doing videos on it until December 2018. Wish I could remember where Uranus was retrograding then. Woo. I don't retain none of that, though. That's why I need my notes. Just never been big on memorizing. I mean, that's the whole point of making a book of shadows and a grimoire and all that for yourself. A lot of people are questioning what their passion is right now, I think. I mean, what we got? Anybody here going to speak this morning? You got the heart, the fae, or the clown? If you'd like to choose. Good morning. You gonna go with the heart, the fae, or the clown today? Fae? I am seeing a lot of talking, but everybody's having a hard time figuring out exactly what y'all want. You know, I keep saying, you got to speak clearly to the universe what it is you want. And, that's a problem I think everybody's having is everybody's like, well, what do I actually want? And I'm really passionate about this thing that I have been working on or working towards, a connection I've been wasting energy on. The Princess of Swords and the Queen of Swords down here. Upsides, they're both upright. There's no reversals in the Fae deck. But since you guys really want to check it out. See, a lot of people are oppressed by the worry of conflict. That has been a big topic lately. Everybody's scared to rock the boat. Everybody's scared of conflict. You never had conflicts. You would never know what peace is. I mean, even, the Dalai Lama and Thich Nhat Hanh and all them Buddhist monks and Jesus. I mean, all of them, it's not about being emotionless. I mean, Jesus ended up being crucified for the most. He threw a bitch fit in temple, guys. Flipping table and whipping people. Is that what you're worried about? I doubt anybody's going to crucify you for speaking your mind right now. Especially if it's something that you're passionate about and something that you want to do with your life. Or, no. If you're not connecting anymore, you're not connecting anymore. Stop, beating around the bush. If you never bring it up, how are you ever going to resolve it? Yes, there will be some conflicts, but, and then if you can't resolve the conflict, then it can't be resolved. But it's better than just sitting around and just waiting for it to happen. That's what causes powder kegs. That's what causes powder kegs. That's what causes towers. And everybody goes, oh, the tower. No, when you don't speak your mind, you don't work through any of the problems, and you just do this thing where you just pretend that there is no issue when there is. That's what you get from ignoring your intuition. What is it? like having a little bit of the music. Piano is nice and soft, but I noticed the violins pick up really loud on my speaker here. All right. This is all swords, guys. All swords. You ready for this? Look, get the Queen of Swords, Ten of Clubs, right? So this is what you're oppressing. Conflict, not recuperation. I mean, that's it. Once you realize what's oppressing you and you express it, it's going to cause conflicts, and then you can recuperate, and then you can get your opinions heard and known. Then you can find out who's the deceiver and what is truth, and then get yourself out of this mental prison. We got to stop blinding ourselves to this stuff, guys. Conflicts are going to happen. There are deceivers. Lying to yourself about deceivers is not going to make them go away and stop deceiving you. This is caused when this card is when you're deceiving yourself. Because then you get the Princess of Swords here. And right after her, all in reverse again, same cards. You got the Ace of Wands, the Fool, and the Failure. I'm not sure where my passions lie. I'm scared to take a leap. I'm scared of failure. But there's undeniable energies pulling you in other directions, and it's going to continue to keep coming up as long as you don't do anything about it, because that is how we get stuck into this shadow phase here. Drained, colorless angel. This is what happens when fairies no longer believe in magic. You have to believe in magic if you want it to work for you guys. You can't keep Is this you? I'm trying to be as gentle as I can with this stuff, guys. I really am. This is all supposed to be teaching you how strong you are. It's teaching you how strong you are. But first, you got to stop the lies. You got to stop lying to yourself and deceiving yourself. You got to get rid of that. You can't. Don't be opinionated and hasty. Like, don't cause unneeded conflict. Be, wise and eloquent with your words, but get your point across. Because this oppressive avoiding conflict is avoiding the recuperation phase. I mean, that's what you need. You need the fight so that you can heal it, because there's wounds nobody's recognizing. It's like you had a wound and you put a Band-Aid and you put a bandage over it, but you never went back and washed it and cleaned it and changed the wrapping and everything else. And now it's gangrenous. Okay. Now you're getting sick. Now you're in jeopardy of losing your hand because you have a gangrenous wound. You need to go back, unwrap it, wash it out, clean it, scrape off all the dead skin and remove all the dying tissue and rebandage it. You can't let things fester. And you'll end up noticing things too. When there's something festering in your life, you'll notice things like you'll notice more dead beetles and bugs and little dehydrated things in your path, empty shells. I was wondering why I've been having this, it's not a pain, but I've been having a very weird sensation in between my shoulder blades for the last few days. And I finally pinged on it that somebody's having a heart center opening. And I know it hurts. I know. I know it's not mine because if I sing, it goes away. So it's nothing technically wrong with me. It's something in the energies. But you gotta speak up about what you want in this world. And you gotta be honest with those around you. And it's just it. This whole message this morning is just, if something's bothering you with somebody else or whatever it is, you can't stop thinking about them. And this can go for a multitude of things. Like, this doesn't have to be the whole lovers things, old family members, whatever it is that you're avoiding speaking to or speaking about, you need to find a way to make contact. Just, what's the worst that could happen? Because you can avoid it all you want, but I don't know. It's like what's the saying? What if I fall? Oh, but darling, what if you fly? You can't be scared of one thing that you're scared of is losing the fantasy. Well, if I speak to them and then they tell me that they never experienced any of the synchronicities or anything else too, or if I speak to them and it's not some beautiful reunion, then that dream is gone. Poof. And that's hard to let go of too. But at the same time, this constant worry of the what if is going to drive you insane. So take this as it resonates for who it resonates for, but definitely, if you got someone you need to speak to, speak to them. And worst case scenario is it's your last conversation with that person, but at least you have some closure now. It just seems like everybody's always sitting around for somebody else to give them confirmation. You run around with your own crazy things in your head and you want someone else to give you confirmation. Well, like the telepathy stuff, the games that I play with my friends. Now, if I didn't have somebody like Luna in my life that was willing, that, had shared the connection with, that we could play the telepathic games together with, to confirm that we're both playing these games, I probably would have lost my mind. Well, I still did kind of lose my mind, but that had nothing to do with any of that. For those who don't know, don't take Chantix. I took it and it caused a severe bout of insomnia and got very, very sick. For the magic cards, I got Insight. Opens the third eye to strengthen intuition. Time to start listening to your intuition. Stop Stop outsmarting yourself. You know what I'm saying? Stop outthinking your own common sense. You know, your insight and your intuition is telling you to do something, say something, speak up, make your thoughts and intentions known, you know, and you're outthinking yourself. They're going, no. What if everything is ruined if I do it? Well, if everything's ruined if you do it, then you weren't really standing in a very good spot to begin with, were you? Sometimes your guides are trying to get you to tower your life. Sometimes they're getting you to do it for your own good. The Mystic Star, harmony in the home and great relationships. I told you, that's what all these shakeups are supposed to be bringing you. Harmony in the home and great relationships and friendships, man. You know, aren't you tired of hanging around people that you have to pretend to get along with? Isn't it time that we all grew up and just hang out with people we like to be with instead of forcing ourselves into situations that we don't want to be in, with people that we don't like? Labyrinth, a transition to the higher level of being, a raising in your energetic vibrations and enlightenment. Also, one of my all-time favorite movies. A lot of metaphors in that movie, too. Just reminds me of that scene in the Labyrinth where she meets the worm. She enters the labyrinth, and she can go either way. They both look exactly the same. She keeps running and running and running and running, and she's like, what kind of labyrinth is it? There's no turns, there's no nothing. And the worm's like, there's one right there. And she's like, what? And she's like, it's right there. And she just walks up to the wall, and as she walks up to the wall, she's able to step through and sees that there's turns. And then she goes, her intuition tells her to make a right, and she goes to make the right, and the worm goes, no, you don't want to go that way. You don't want to go that way. And she goes, oh, okay, thank you. And she doesn't ask why the worm said, don't go that way. She just goes, okay, and turns and walks the other way. And then right after she leaves, the worm goes, oh, it's a good thing she didn't go the other way. That way would have took her straight to the castle. Listen to your intuition when you're navigating a labyrinth, for sure. Anybody got any questions before we wrap this one up today? I got a lot to do today. We're planning on taking everybody out to the river. My older cousin's never been out there, so he should have fun. I'm ready to go swimming for sure. Alrighty. Well, take your messages as they resonate for your day. As always, if you appreciated these videos, please like, share, subscribe, spank my bell, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I do have a new moon video to do. I might do that as a cards and coffee. We shall see. All right. Well, I'll let you guys watch the recap. Like I said, please give me those likes, y'all. It does help me out, and I do appreciate them. All right. Blessed be all those who walk these paths with me. I love y'all, and I'll see you in the morning.